I mean, you get to the track, it's cool, the sun's just coming up over the mountains, you're setting up your pits, like it's just a beautiful morning. So for our project, what we're doing is we are doing tire and brake research. And the quickest way that we found to do that is through endurance racing, because of how much harder we push the car than you would on the street. So it accelerates the wear much quicker, so we can do it in a manageable time frame to get results. So we just had to do this project, one, because we love racing, and we go through a lot of tires when you race. Like in a day, you might go through 2 sets. And so tires are expensive, and so having the research to know what the best tires are, and like if you can spend a little less and still get the same performance, and then everyone that's racing is looking for that same thing, so we can share that information with them.
What interested me in it is it's a 24-hour endurance team. So we took a Miata, we stripped it all the way down to what the specs were for the races, and we're doing research on tires and brakes to figure out which ones are the best ones to run for a 24-hour race next year. So I've always loved cars, and I'm interested in race cars and doing special modifications to them. So this is kind of a start to that. Working with other students on this project is awesome because we're all in kind of the same group. We're all in that kind of newer, some of us are a little bit more experienced. We're all kind of in the same group. It's nice to be with peers, and it's not just like you're with 50-year-old guys and they know everything and they're just kind of telling you what to do. They really just kind of guide you. They make sure that you're doing things correct, but they let you do it.
Being a team lead with students has some difficulties to it, but it's also a lot of fun. I'd like to run a shop, so I think this will help prepare me, just since, this is working on a car, and there's a deadline we have to hit. I gotta keep people going. There's a budget. We only have so much money to race with, and I think those are all things that apply to running a shop.
These students are more passionate about cars than maybe some other students, so that means that they're more driven to be successful and want to be in more of a team environment so that we can run this race car and have a lot of fun.
So working with your peers is really cool, and it's nice that there's some first-year classes and their students, and there's some like 4 or 5-year students as well. So it's really good to mix.
All the cars fire up and then they go. As soon as they all start, there's just like that relief, like all this work, hey look, it's going. But then like you're still going, because if the driver relays information, you have like a minute to figure out, hey, what are we gonna do so we can come to the pits and then get them back out, fix it. And then right when you finish, and if the car runs that whole endurance race, that's awesome.
Doing the research on this car adds another layer of depth to the program because now that we're actually running and testing the car, we can research different things. In this case, we're researching tires and brakes, and we can now see scientifically what is actually happening to the car while it's on the track.
It's insane. Everyone's out there, they're all trying to get their best times. They're all trying to just have as much fun as possible. It really brings camaraderie because we stay overnight there as well, so it gets to be a really close-knit group, and the energy that's on the racetrack, everyone's just moving 100 miles an hour. They're all trying to get things done as fast as they possibly can.
I think the best thing about being on this race team is that we actually get to be with the car and watch it actually run on the track, rather than just having the car being a stationary object, just trying to show it off. Or we actually do go on the racetrack and test it and prove that students built this car and it's running and we're winning.
It all came down to the final lap, with both leaders straining to make it on fuel. It was the Utah Valley University Miata passing Premaster Racing for the exhilarating win, with Zoom Zoom Kaboom taking first.